What is up, people? This is me, Spectacular Pooh, coming in with the breaking news that is going down right now in the National Football League. The Philadelphia Eagles pull off a stunner trade. They trade Sam Bradford to the Minnesota Vikings for a 2017 first round pick and a 2018 fourth round pick. For me, how do I feel about this? Well, I'm obviously happy about it. I did not think the Philadelphia Eagles was going to trade Sam Bradford at all. I thought they was going to keep him around. But hey, if you can get a first round pick of that Sam Bradford, which on a desperate Minnesota Vikings team, then by all means, go ahead and do it. Pull the trigger. This is no surprise for me with the Titans because this is the thing. The Titans lost Teddy Bridgewater and they're in win now mode because they can't last. I mean, they can only last a couple more years with Adrian Peterson before they have to go off and look for another running back. But honestly, for me, I'm just surprised. I mean, Howie Roseman does it again. I mean, this is the guy. This guy has really done a damn good job since taking over again. Well, in this case, as GM for the Eagles. I mean, like back then he wasn't doing so well. I mean, he drafted Marcus Smith, but now he's really starting to make amends for it. He traded up. He traded all those. Well, not even all those picks really. He traded picks from the 2016 draft and picks from the 2017, the first round that we had, our first rounder, and a 2018 second rounder for Carson Wentz, and now he does this. We get back a 2017 first rounder. So really, we're just gonna be looking at the Minnesota Vikings and hoping they fuck up. But this the thing, we know they're not gonna fuck up. We're gonna be somewhere around 20, at least around 16 to 20. That's how I could see it, at the very least. But really, man, I just still cannot believe this trade has gone down. I mean, I'm still hyped up that this happened. I still cannot believe the Eagles got a first rounder out of this quarterback. I mean, if you want me being honest with Sam Bradford, and I've always have been honest with one quarterback, I've still called as it is. Sam Bradford, in my personal opinion, has not gotten a fair shake in the NFL. But at the same time, his health has not, him being injured hasn't really been helping much either. I mean, him constantly changing schemes and him changing teams and stuff is not even changing teams, changing rosters in this case is not making life for him any better as a football player. But at the same time, as a Eagles fan, I mean, my bias might just take over and just call it as it is. I mean, I'm just happy that I'm happy we got our first rounder back because I was the main guy stressing, talking about this what happened or said what happened if the Eagles wouldn't even get a first round pick. I just been the main person just talking about it, and all of a sudden we get a first rounder back. I mean, now I can talk about us having possibly Leonard Fournette, possibly Dalvin Cook, possibly Nick Chubb, possibly Christian McCaffrey on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's now a possibility. It's not a dream anymore. So for me, this couldn't have gone any better. And for the Minnesota Vikings, I hope you guys are in win now mode. I hope you guys get deep into the playoffs. Because I tell you guys this much. I hope you guys are going to be running the ball a lot with Adrian Peterson, which I know you guys will be. Because if you have Sam Bradford throwing the ball at least around, 80 to 90 times a game, he's going to get hurt. He's either going to get hurt or he's going to be ineffective. On top of that, as good as your run blocking offensive line is, I don't think they're going to be enough to keep Sam Bradford upright. Understandably so. He has recovered from his 2 ACL surgeries, and he did look good in those preseason games. But I really, really do hope that for you Vikings fans that he ends up being, worth it just for 1 year. So all I can say is thanks to the first round pick. I mean, we need it, especially for what we're going to be going after. We're going to be going after a running back in the first round. That's a guarantee. Ain't no question. Because no matter what Ryan Matthews does, he's either going to get traded or he's going to get cut. We need to build upon our future first-round running back. We have one with Wendell Smallwood. We haven't seen him play, but he can be the kind of running back that could help out on third downs. Kenyon Barnes is another guy that's a third down back. But we need a guy that's going to take the workload and dominate for this Philadelphia Eagles team. And for me, there's none other than the 4 running backs I just mentioned outside of Leonard Fournette, who I don't think is even going to be on the Eagles' radar because I don't even think the Vikings are going to do that bad. I really don't. They have a damn good defense and they have a damn good offense, which I'm going to be honest, this is probably looking like the best offense that Sam Bradford has gotten in his whole NFL career. You couldn't have asked for any better when you have Adrian Peterson, you have Stephon Diggs, who's a young upcoming wide receiver. You have Laquan Treadwell, who's basically the same as Darrell Green Beckham, but a lot more buffer, but he has slower speed. And you have a solid tight end in Rudolph. I believe that's his name, Kyle Rudolph. So, if anything, Sam Bradford, he got it easy. If anything, if I'm looking at it from Sam Bradford's point of view, this is a win-win situation. Can't lose. Not really. Well, if the only way you can lose is that you get hurt again. But other than that, for Vikings fans, I wish y'all the best of luck. For the Eagles, well, let's look forward to the 2017 draft. I'm Spec Football 24 here. I will catch you guys later. Peace.